Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and we're going to talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Now, disclaimer, we haven't been following it super close on the channel. There are a lot of other channels out there that have been giving you the blow-by-blow, but we've been dealing with the parts of it that deal with pop culture, and we've been talking about the situation with Amber Heard and Aquaman 2, and Johnny Depp came out and said he helped Amber Heard get Aquaman. That he helped her get the role, but later warned Warner Brothers about her, that she was trouble. And look what it got him. It got him fired from Fantastic Beasts, and she got to stay on Aquaman 2. Now, the head of DC Films, Walter Hamada, we did a video the other day, he said more or less that they reduced her role because there was no chemistry between Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, and that they really had to do some editing to make it look like these two had chemistry on screen. I think if you read between the lines, he was being pretty polite given that he was put in the public eye, but I think he was basically saying she sucked. She sucked as an actress, and they had to fix it in post, right? And they reduced her role in Aquaman 2, not because of the Johnny Depp trial, not because of all that, but because of the fact that, it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. But it's interesting that Johnny Depp said that he helped her get that role. You know, it was kind of weird. She came out of left field. Nobody really knew who she was. Next thing you know, she's co-lead in a major DC movie. So this does explain a lot. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other people coming to his defense. Naomi Campbell actually is praising her friend, Kate Moss. Kate Moss, who testified and said, no, Johnny Depp did not throw her down the stairs or anything like that. Contrary to what Amber Heard was saying. So it's looking more and more like Johnny Depp is telling the truth. It's looking more and more likely that even if he somehow loses this trial, and defamation is very, very hard to prove, right? If he loses this trial, I think the damage to Amber Heard's career is going to be substantial. I think a lot of people are going to stay away from her because, for 6 weeks now, we've seen her be a drama queen. We've seen her caught in multiple lies. We've seen people distance themselves from her. We've seen the one makeup company that was mentioned throw her under the bus on TikTok. So she's going to be pretty radioactive, I think. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 268,000 subs, almost 269,000 subs. Geeky is sending this video out. She doesn't really care much about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff. I've been watching it off and on, in between work. But it's a train wreck. It's an absolute train wreck. So this is actually making Entertainment Weekly. Johnny Depp says he helped Amber Heard get Aquaman, later warned Warner Brothers about her. Again, he got fired from Warner Brothers. She got to stay. Johnny Depp says he helped Amber Heard land the biggest role of her career in Aquaman, but later warned the studio about her when he knew things were going to end up ugly after their split. On Wednesday, Depp returned to the stand and told the court he made a phone call that helped Heard land her role in the 2018 DC film. According to the actor, Heard was concerned about shooting the film on location in Australia, given her previous legal issues there. In 2016, she was prosecuted for illegally bringing her dogs into the country. The charges were ultimately dropped, but fearing the studio behind the movie, Warner Brothers, would still have reservations about casting her, Depp said he made phone calls to them on her behalf. So he said, she asked if I would. I had a multi-film deal with Warner Brothers. Had, past tense. So we'd been in business together, so I knew these people. She asked me to speak to them. Depp testified I made a phone call, and I spoke to 3 upper echelon Warner executives. And look what they did to him. Look what they did to him. Look what they did to him after that. As for whether she would have gotten the role without him, Depp said, I can only say that ultimately she did get the job in the film. I curbed their worries to some degree. Representatives from Warner did not immediately return EW's request for comment. Heard previously testified that Depp did not help her land a role in the superhero film. Depp's attorney suggested Depp got her the part. Visibly upset, Heard responded, no, I got myself that role by auditioning. That's how that works. She got the role herself, yeah, and look what happened. There was no chemistry. You would think You would think that they would do more of a screen test between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa to see if there was quote-unquote chemistry, but she was already cast as Mera for Justice League, right? So they probably had to use her. Far from helping her get the part, Heard said in her deposition she had to fight really hard to keep a role in Justice League, Aquaman, and the upcoming Aquaman 2 after Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, characterized her abuse allegations as a hoax and fraud to the press. Well, she hasn't done herself any favors. The damage being done to her now, she did it to herself through auditioning for millions and millions of people on the witness stand, right? Due to negative press, Heard said her role in the film was ultimately pared down on Tuesday. Walter Hamada, president of DC Films, testified that Heard's role was never reduced despite talks of potentially replacing her. Basically, she had no chemistry. So Depp sent a text out saying I wanted her replaced on that Warner Brothers film. He explained why he sent the text, saying he felt guilty about initially advocating for Heard to get the part. Depp said, honestly, I felt responsible for having gone to those people and painted such a beautiful picture, he said. I felt it was my responsibility to get the truth to Warner Brothers about what they were going to be facing down the line with her, which was 2 franchises that would be causing problems for one another, especially as any news, any press, any media came out about me at the time. I'd been turned into, Charles Manson. I was the worst thing on earth, and they just kept coming. It was like nonstop fire. Depp claimed that Warner Brothers was starting to get upset about some of the things that were being said about him, Depp. On one level, yes, it's just acting, it's just movies, but it's business and it's your word, and I'd given them my word. I felt responsible that I had to tell them exactly what was going on and that it was going to end up ugly. And yeah, he wound up fired. So Warner fired him. They kept Amber Heard. And here we are years later. Johnny Depp's career is in shambles, and he was at one point the most bankable, or one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood. And freaking here we are. So a lot of people standing up for him, coming out in support of him. Winona Ryder has. Of course, we have the Kate Moss testimony. And apparently Courtney Love said that Johnny Depp saved her from a drug overdose in the 90s, wished justice was served on Amber Heard, and then she retracts her comments. This is today from Bounding in the Comics. On Sunday, Courtney Love, take it or leave it, right? Courtney Love said that Depp had saved her life when she overdosed in 95, and she was struggling to deal with the death of her husband, Kurt Cobain. I don't want to really make judgments publicly, she said in the video that was shared on social media and has since been deleted. I just want to tell you that Johnny gave me CPR in 95 when I overdosed outside the Viper Room. Love has also revealed that Depp reached out to her daughter, Frances, writing her a lengthy letter for her 13th birthday. Johnny, when I was on crack and Frances was having to suffer through that with all these social workers, wrote her a 4-page letter that she's never showed me, adding that at the time she didn't really know the actor. Then he sent limos to her school where all the social workers were crawling around again, unasked, for her and her friends to go to both Pirates movies. She went. He did a bunch of times. He gave her her own See It premieres with her name on it. I've never seen one of those Pirates movies, but she loved them. And, she said to me when she was 13, Mommy, he saved my life. And she said it again, and he gave her her own trailer. So it sounds like he's a pretty decent dude, right? He's got some problems with substance abuse. A lot of people do, but it sounds like he's pretty okay. Personal opinion. A more recent post on social media, however, Love elaborated on her stance on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial, claiming that all she wanted to do was show neutral support for a friend. My side of the street needs to stay clean. This is Courtney Love. Is this still Courtney Love? I engaged in expressing thoughts online. The platform accidentally posted a story I didn't want public. I'm sure it was not deliberate. And in it, I am weaponizing snark. Before arriving to a conclusion of sorts, she pondered, was it my own, granted massive character defect ego? Was it genuine expression of support for someone who's been a wondrous presence in our lives? Is it any of my effing business? What about the times I've been publicly defamed? My true friends have done so much to help me during these public ritual systemic humiliations. That shit matters. Yeah, I want to show neutral support for a friend. I don't want to bully. She goes on and on and on and on. And Winona Ryder has shown support again. Naomi Campbell apparently came out in support of Kate Moss for standing up with Johnny Depp in the Amber Heard trial. Very few people, regardless of what you think of Johnny Depp's acting ability, regardless of what you think of his substance abuse or whatever. Very few people have unkind things to say about Johnny Depp, in general. I mean, for years you've heard about him going to hospitals and you've heard about, stories like this. And it's really hard to imagine that he is, going home and beating his significant other. I mean, it does happen. But Amber Heard, on the other hand, has proven herself to be a liar in multiple instances, including the situation with Kate Moss. And Kate Moss basically said, no, he didn't knock me down the stairs. What the hell are you talking about? So Naomi Campbell wrote, as per page 6, yes, Wagon Tell It at Kate Moss, using her gal pal's nickname as Wagon, that's her name. Yes, Wagon Tell It. Using her gal pal's nickname as she attached the caption with the screen grab of an article that quoted the model's testimony from the trial, in which she denied all claims that suggest Depp had pushed her down a flight of stairs. So a lot of people coming out in support of Johnny Depp. And we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe he can, after this, regardless of how it goes, maybe he can salvage his career. I do think, even though there's been some ugliness shown, on his side, the slamming the cabinets and all that jazz, I think that Amber Heard looks significantly worse. And I think she honestly thought that, he wasn't going to fight back. She won England and she won the UK. And I don't think she thought this was even going to go to trial. And look what happened with Vic Mignogna, too. It was like the judge just didn't fully understand what was going on, just threw the whole damn thing out, and that was it. It was a waste of time. So if nothing else, this will probably set a precedent for defamation cases going forward. We're starting to see a lot more of that. Defamation cases actually being won. And in some cases, the defaming parties having to pay big bucks to the people being defamed. Lying media outlets and all that sort of thing. That's a whole nother issue, but we've seen this in multiple instances now. So again, I think it's all part of that pendulum swing. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve.
I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Ooh, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
No. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.